December 9th, 2020. And I'm Tamela.
And I'm Taylor.
And this is Treat Talk. And we're going to say Tuesday, Treat Talk Tuesday, Tamela and Taylor's Treat Talk Tuesday. Although this is Wednesday, we had a couple technical difficulties yesterday. However, we are glad to be here on our very first podcast. This will be our introduction podcast. And I think we need to say that what our attempt is and our goal for this podcast for Tamela and Taylor's Treat Talk will be to talk about our businesses, our food-based business, the food industry, I guess you could say, the business of business. We can talk about that. And we'll also share some tips and recipes that you can do at home and to impress your family, your friends, or yourself. So is that it in a nutshell? Do you have anything to add, Taylor?
No. I think that's pretty good.
So I am so glad to be a part of Tamela and Taylor's Treat Talk opportunity. It came together organically where I met Taylor, like I said, through a business platform that we both belong to. And it's really good to talk with like-minded people who have the same desires to succeed and to offer a great product to their customer base. I am Tamela, and I am the owner of Torlitas for that sweet and crunchy taste. Torlitas is a dessert company right here in Columbus, Ohio. We specialize in, started in the year 2000, but officially in 2012. It is a dessert company. I specialize in tortilla chips with different chocolates and toppings, as well as other desserts such as hot cocoa bombs, chocolate-covered Oreo, lollies. Yes, yours is nice. I saw those too. And other treats, and I've done everything. So, of course, over the span of now 20 years, it sounds like it's so long ago, but over that span of time, I've done a lot of things, when it comes to chocolatey treats. My claim to fame are tortilla chips with different chocolates and toppings. I have a signature blondie, which is a white corn tortilla chip with a drizzle of milk chocolate, white chocolate, and almond toffee pieces that was featured on The Chew television show by celebrity chef Carla Hall. And I was voted top 4 best bite sweet treat by Columbus Underground. I beat out 40 vendors here in the city. And a well-known at the time and still well-known ice cream place that originated here. I won out over them. So I kind of like to, even though I love their ice cream, but it was really something to be able to be kind of like an underdog and be able to upset, some of the veterans in the game.
It's always a good feeling to do that. You're like, the least expected one.
Exactly. So I have over a dozen varieties. Some are seasonal. And for the people that it matters to in the audience, my background is in business development. I have an MBA, Master's in Business Administration from accredited university. I specialized in entrepreneurship. So I love business. I love what clicks, what doesn't. Every doctor needs a doctor, so to speak. So I have people that encourage me and help me grow. And that's what I do for other people as well. I am a leader in a nonprofit here in the city in a blighted community, quote unquote. it is a nonprofit for businesses in the city to help them grow and thrive and succeed. So that's a little bit about me. I am a Buckeyes fan. We thought Buckeyes were going to play this weekend, but evidently they're not because of the pandemic situation. Yeah, exactly. And so, yeah, that's about me. I would love to hear about you, Taylor.
I'm Taylor. I'm Taylor's Kitchen. I have been doing it for about 8 years. I just this year got my LLC, so I'm pretty excited about that. Many new challenges, with taxes and all kinds of things. Once you start making desserts, you're like, oh, these are good. I can just sell them. At first, I didn't even want to sell them. I was just like, oh, I'll just make this, for my kids, because that's buying cakes is like super expensive. And especially like to get a good cake that tastes good and look good is like you got to search high and low for such things. So yeah, that's kind of how Taylor's Kitchen, got started, because I was gifted a kitchen aid, and it kind of like sat in my closet for like a year or two, and I was just like, well, let me, use this one day. And so I decided to use it, and kind of worked out from there. As I was saying, I wanted to have a birthday cake, and I couldn't really find anybody that did like special themed birthday cakes. I could only find people that were doing like, Walmart or like Myers, and they've like came away since like 8 to 10 years ago, but it was still like kind of like boring, you know what I mean? So I was like, let me try to make one myself. So I tried to make one myself. It wasn't the prettiest in the beginning, not
Yeah,
structurally sound or anything, but it was just simple.
just tried it. Yeah.
Right, I tried it, yeah, and I just wanted it to match the theme of my kid's birthday party, and so it worked out. I continue to do it, and that's how we have Taylor's Kitchen.
Oh, good, 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 good. Well, congratulations. I'm glad you took that step and tried it yourself. And you just never know when you have an idea and it comes to pass. I'm always amazed that I actually Torlitas was came out of a dream. Like I went to sleep and I woke up and um, I have I dreamt of peach juice and tortilla chips. I'm like, that doesn't sound right. I said, well, what about with chocolate? And this is at the time where, I mean, salty sweet was like not heard of at all.
Right.
And back in the day. And I went down to my kitchen and just put together some tortilla chips and drizzled some chocolate and had some toppings on it. And gave it to my roommate at the time, and he loved it. And he said, "Yeah, these are really good." So I took them into work the next day and shared them with my coworkers, and they all loved them. They said, "This needs to be a business." And at the time, I was young. I really didn't know. I didn't know what the steps to take to really do it. Have a business. So I really just started from word of mouth. And they were my testing ground. I did a small survey, what they liked, what they didn't. I used different chips and things like that to make different toppings, different varieties. So it really grew out of that first initial dream. My mother always said, who knew God had a sweet tooth?
Right.
And he said, it's his recipe. And I said, I'm just a vessel, do with it what you want. I'm just a vessel to keep, I know what my dreams are. I've always been an entrepreneur, always loved inventing things, but I knew that I wanted to do something that makes someone's life easier. Now, is a tortilla chip with chocolate, and desserts and things like that going to make someone's life easier? It depends on who you talk to.
Right. It depends on the day, because some people are just like, if anything that I can just pick up and I don't have to do myself, that will make my life
Yes.
that much easier.
I'm with you on that. I am totally with you on that. So, I commend you for just picking up what you had in your skills, and you have a background though.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
But it's in food. I have a background in food, but definitely nothing to do with baking. Um
culinary artist.
yeah, yeah, but that's like food and bacon are like two opposite sides of the world. I realized this completely after I started to, bake. At first, when I was just doing food, I was like, yes, I can get this done. This food is going to look very pretty. It's not going to take me much time, to cook it or anything. And then I started baking, and I'm like, this takes time and this takes planning. And it's so many different components to it. It's like, this is way different than food. I can start a meal and be done in 30 minutes. Like starting some treats and being done in 30 minutes and making them look nice. It's like, this is a whole process. But
It is
yeah,
definitely a
it's definitely
process. And we started from our kitchen tables. We started from our own
right.
kitchens. And it's, I just want to encourage someone that's probably out there, try it. You never know. You never know. And everyone's not your
Oh,
customer. And you start out with family and
right.
friends, and they'll give you their opinions, and they might be used to your flavors or anything like that, but you have to go outside of that
Yeah.
area to really get a true sense of what people will let you know what they like and don't like, and not to make that
Right.
anymore.
But yeah,
Or that particular thing or particular
people will
flavor.
definitely let you know what they like and don't like, but don't get around those people that just like everything and never want to be a customer. Not the ones to be around, okay? Be like, hey, this was a test group, Do not come over here thinking I'm gonna bake you something every day for free, okay, people? No, but it's good to
Yes,
give
because
back to people too.
yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. How many times have I given away samples and, gifted something to a group or gifted something to an organization or did drops to, different places that I thought might want to carry my product. So there's definitely you're going to have to eat the cost,
Right.
at some point in your business. But I think that, once you still do it and the payoff from it, payoff as in experience and knowing what works and what doesn't, I think that is a bonus that you
Yeah.
personally have as a business owner.
And
I know we're talking about,
I was just gonna say,
please go
you
ahead.
never really know who is trying your product or who you can reach for it. Like, it makes me the most happy to see somebody's face, like once they get like the cake or dessert, and they're just like, "It's not what I expected." I'm like, "Yes, this is the best feeling ever." Yeah, it just
Yes, it really
sometimes you
is.
just got to put yourself out there. You might get good results back, you might not get good results back, but the thing about it is somebody gave you, some information that you can work with, to improve your business.
Absolutely. I totally agree with that. So we're talking about Tamela and Taylor's Treat Talk. You're tuning into our very first podcast. Um, what I'll ask you this first. What is your best product or your number one product people ask for
The one
or dessert?
one product that I get like the most reviews about is a red velvet cookie sandwich with white chocolate chips, and it has cream cheese.
Nice.
Yeah, it has cream cheese filling in the middle, and they're like
Ooh.
the best. I'm not even saying that because I make
Ooh.
it, but just like I would have never thought to make a red velvet cookie, and then just like escalated from there. I made them one time because I knew that my cousin really, really liked red velvet cake, and I was like, we were having like a party for him, and I was like, I don't want to, make a cake right now because I'm already running late for this event. So I'm like, what can I get up and do,
Right.
right now in the morning? So I'm like
Right.
looking for stuff, and I'm like, this is pretty cool. I'll try this. So I did it, and I made my cream cheese buttercream and put it in the middle, and he was like, "I'm not sharing this with anybody," you know. So I was like, "Oh man, now I got to make more," and so that ended up being one of the best, one of the things that I sell the most of.
Oh, cool. Cool. That sounds delicious. Can't wait to try
I
them.
know.
Hopefully, you can ship them to Ohio.
Yes.
So we'll have to see each product or
Oh, that
something.
would be cool. Exchange
My
treat.
number one product. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. My number one product are my signature blondies, and this was the one that's won the awards. This was the one that is really the first product I put out, which is a white corn tortilla chip with drizzle of milk chocolate and white chocolate and topped with almond toffee pieces. And this is my signature number one fan favorites. It's my signature blondie. Sometimes I add for the holidays. I'm adding sprinkles to the signature
Oh,
blondies
I
to give
saw
it that
them.
holiday
They
effect.
look so cute. They look beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. And if you want to order, please DM me at Torlitas on all platforms, social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Torlitas, Torlitas, Torlitas. I will be having a store soon, an online store. So on the lookout for that. But in the meantime, you can definitely DM me or direct message me on those platforms. Moving on. Thank you. Moving on, we're going to talk about, this is our introduction again podcast, and we really want to just give you a feel of who we are and what we are all about, pretty much. I'm Tamela again.
Yeah, and I'm Taylor. I'm from Michigan. I don't know
All
if I
right.
told you guys that I'm from Michigan. Me and Tamela were talking about her being a Buckeye fan. She's like, I know you probably like Michigan, and I'm like, nope, I love Michigan State. So we can be
Okay,
so
that's
we can be
cool.
friends still. We can be friends because I like Michigan
Absolutely,
State.
absolutely. All right. I wouldn't put it against you if you were,
Oh,
but it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, we're crazy here. We really are. Uh, I mean, it's really a thing. Buckeye Nation is a thing.
yeah.
But anyway, so we're going to get into some kind of not so pleasant part of this podcast. We're going to talk about the challenges of business or in business life. Both of us not probably going to go too deep into the real nitty gritty,
Right.
but just really let you know that it's just not all excuse the pun, a cakewalk. You do have some different, difficult times, and you do have some times where you're like, there's been so many times I wanted to give up. There's been so many times. I mean, for real, for real. Like, this ain't working.
Right.
God, this ain't working. But, I just keep, I get another order, and somebody keeps me going. So, with that, I'm going to say for you, Taylor, do you want to share any of your challenges or a challenge that maybe you have experienced, whether in your business or in your life or
Um,
both?
I think one of the biggest challenges for me is just consistency and also balancing business and all of my other responsibilities. It is very beneficial, to see someone get that cake or get the treats and they are so excited about it. But it's also very hard to balance everything, especially like I was saying earlier. This started because I wanted to make a birthday cake, for my children, for their birthday. So just being able to like balance being when you're doing small business, you literally have to do all parts of the business unless you get like
Oh,
some kind of
yes.
help. I have a great support system, but still, just like the list of things, the marketing, the advertising, the making the prices, and then you making the products. So it's just like how to balance everything and still be effective and efficient. That's one of the biggest challenges
Absolutely.
that I would say for business for me. And what about you?
Hmm. Well, I think early on, um, my biggest challenge, now that I look back on it, was the fear of success. The fear of success. I had great people in my corner. I had a bunch of support, family, friends, strangers. Um, I've had some great opportunities. I've had some high highs in my business and very low lows. I think that if I was to give someone a tip or share my experience about my fear of success, is to get out of your own way. Um, Definitely pray and meditate on what you want your goals to be, but also be able to hear someone else suggestion. And seeing that I had experience in business development, and I had a pretty prominent job at the time, and I think I just overthought it, and I thought I knew better, and I did listen to people and I did hear what they had to say. But I think the fear of success really got me, and I couldn't probably admit that back in the day, but it did teach me something. Whether my product took off or not, I wanted it on the shelves everywhere. I've been in stores, I've been in boutique flower shops and things like that. Um, but the fear of success can ground you. So get with someone that's like-minded individuals. Join a group. Had it been a group, that I knew that we both belonged to,
Mm-hmm.
maybe things would have been different. I don't know. But I just know here and now where I am during this precedented time. It's definitely been a challenge to continue on, and I've taken some losses just like the next person.
Yeah.
But definitely get with like-minded individuals, get a mentor to overcome those challenges. The other part is check with your local, state, city, county business services, because you can often get assistance for free. You know, you can get, I don't like to say, you can get someone to help you along the way in your process as you are growing, as you are starting and wanting to grow and scale your business. So those are things that, even though I was part of I'm part of a business association,
Mm-hmm.
I still didn't really use it to the best of my ability.
Okay.
So those were the challenges that I experienced, and not saying that my challenges are unique. Well, they are unique to me, but I'm sure other people are experiencing the same thing. So hopefully I've been able to impart some of that, those tips for a budding entrepreneur.
Yeah, and I definitely want to just point out that it is a difference between someone wanting to give you like constructive criticism and then somebody just wanting you to not succeed. It's a big
Mm,
difference,
it's a big difference. Oh, yes.
Yes, because there are gonna be people who just tell you things aren't gonna work, and most of the time it's just because they've never tried it. We tried to do this podcast yesterday, and it was just like, it's not working out. And we could have just like
Go work.
given up, but the thing about it is just keep pressing on, you know what you have placed inside of you. And a lot of things we don't know what we have placed inside of us too. And so we just need to go
Yes.
out there, you got this idea from a dream. This idea came up because I
Hmm.
needed to solve a problem. There was nobody in
Hmm.
my community that I knew of that could make, a custom cake to make it how I wanted it
Hmm.
and that it would taste good. So, turn those things that you feel like are problems. You most likely have the solution for it if it keeps bothering you and nobody else in the room, so just focus on on what's going to be best for you, for your business, for your treats, for your desserts. Not everybody's your client. We talked about that.
Right.
Just be consistent. If you only want to do cakes, tell them I'm only doing cakes. I'm not doing cupcakes, cookies, desserts. And,
Right.
just stick with it. Have a plan for your business, and it'll all work out.
Mm-hmm. I think so too. That's good advice. That's good advice. Okay. So I think that we did, share about a little bit about our backgrounds and who we are as people and as entrepreneurs and small business owners. Here's a portion of our podcast where we want to share maybe a little bit about a recipe that you can do at home and share with your family and friends. We both have an ebook that will be coming out very soon. I'm going to give Taylor the floor to see if she wants to expound on what she's doing in the treat department.
Yeah. So, my ebook is called The Power of Simple Syrup. Whenever I think of like simple syrups, I'm like, this is a great way to make your cakes more flavorful and definitely enhance them, and enhance how they just become more moist, not dried out or anything. As I stated earlier, I do not want a pretty cake that does not taste good. So you got to just they it helps you to be able to make the cakes more in advance. They won't dry out in the refrigerator or anything. I think simple
Mhm.
syrup is like a hidden tool that not many people think about. A lot of people put it in like drinks or like cocktails or things like that, and it's really simple. It's just two ingredients, but it really changes the flavor of your desserts. You can use it on cakes, you can use it on cupcakes, anything that you want to just people to be like, wow, I was not expecting that cake to be pretty and taste good. That's how it is.
Mhm.
My ebook explains simple syrup, how to make it. Also gives you different recipes, and at the end of it, it's a little guide so that you can see how which flavors pair well with which cakes. So
Hmm. So, say for instance, if I have a lemon, I saw on your Instagram you had those lemon cupcakes with the lemon slice on top. Did you use simple syrup for that?
I did actually. That time I used simple syrup two ways. I used simple syrup to actually spritz on the cupcake, and excuse me, and I used simple syrup to enhance the buttercream flavor. So it was lemon buttercream on top of the cupcake in the with a candied lemon.
Nice. I saw that. And I could just taste. I could taste that pucker that I was looking for the lemon. For those that don't know what a simple syrup is, can you explain what a simple syrup
So
ingredient
yeah.
entails?
So simple syrup is like a reduction of sugar and water, but you don't have to always use granulated sugar or refined sugar. You can also use it with natural ingredients like honey, maple syrup, coconut sugar. It's basically you reduce those and then you add them to your cake layers before you put the buttercream and fill the cakes.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, I didn't know that. I didn't know those different sugars. I thought I can just use regular white granulated sugar, but obviously you can use, something different.
I actually had to make last month I made a sugar-free cake, and so I was looking for ways of
Mm,
how to use natural sugars to sweeten it instead of like having a big amount of just regular sugar. You don't want people to spike with diabetes or
yeah.
their blood sugar levels to spike. So I had to look for alternatives to use instead of granulated sugar. So that's how.
Okay, well, cool. I like that. So it's, there's a little bit for everyone, seems like in your, what's the title
The
again?
power of simple syrup.
All right, cool. And how can they receive that book from you?
So if you direct message me, I can send you a link, or I'll have a link in my bio on my Instagram for you to be able to purchase the book.
All right, and it
Oh
costs
yeah.
at the cost of.
The cost of it is just $10. So
All right, awesome. All right, well, I can't wait to order my copy for the Simple Serves. I'm looking forward to that because I'm pretty sure there's some things I can use around the holidays and beyond that I could use some of your recipes for to really impress my guest or impress myself because you never know when we'll be able to get back together.
right. And my
Um,
Instagram is
mhm.
sweet.spirit.treats. And so you can find me on there. And it's again, it's sweet.spirit.treats.
All right, cool. That's with an S, treats with an S, right?
Yes.
All right, cool. Thank you for that,
Yeah,
Taylor.
and we're
Um,
excited to hear about your recipes that you have.
oh, thank you, thank you, well, thank you, Taylor. So yeah, I am Tamela with Torlitas for that sweet and crunchy taste. You can find me at Torlitas, Torlitas, T as in Tuesday, T as in Tamela, T as in treats. All right. I have my book, my ebook will be called Five Fun Treats for Christmas 2020. So it'll be a mix of recipes, instruction sheets on how to do a Zoom podcast, as well as some packaging if you want to package these recipe or these treat ideas to give as gifts or to send as gifts. Okay, so this is called my freebie for anyone that is interested will be called Boozy Peanut Butter Bonbons. And this is kind of like a riff on Buckeyes, if you know what Buckeyes is, peanut butter with the chocolate, and they're dipped and they're just
Right? It
lovely.
is.
They're lovely. They're lovely. Yeah, so last year I created just off a whim for my bestie's birthday, and I created these boozy peanut butter bonbons, and they didn't look all that wonderful, but they had a punch of flavor. Okay, so everyone loved them, and I said, why not offer them again in my ebook so people could make them at their with someone with their children at their kitchen table. Well, not children, minus the boozy part, without. You can make them at home pretty much and send them as gifts. So I'll be offering that. And this, some of the ingredients for this boozy peanut butter bonbon, of course, is butter, unsalted butter, powdered sugar, the whiskey of your choice if you choose to do that, vanilla extract. You definitely need melted semi-sweet chocolate, or if you want to do a dark chocolate, you're more than welcome to do that. My tip will be, because I operate with tortilla chips, is I crush up the tortilla chips and I add those to the mix. So it gives you a nice crunch when you bite into it. In addition to that, I also add almond toffee pieces into the mix. So it's a really good, nice, whole treat of peanut butter and toppings that would really it's a really nice treat. It's a really nice thing to add to your, how do you say it, charcuterie
Charcuterie.
table? How do you say it? Yes, charcuterie. Okay, thank you. It's a nice to add to that. You can package them up to send them as gifts in the mail. And it'd be nice to drop off to, if you're a business owner, if they are still have a physical space, drop off to a vendor that you've worked with over the past year. So I have these are the 5 fun treats for Christmas 2020 that you'll find in my ebook. One would be the boozy peanut butter bonbon. The second is how to make peppermint bark. And third would be how to make hot chocolate cocoa bombs, which you have also. I have them with a little twist on mine. I make them in a different way, but I think people will, if they want to do this, that's great. My way. The fourth thing is how to package your treats for gift giving. And the fifth is how to create a Zoom to get your family together for the holidays. We know during this precedented times that we can't get close to the ones that we love, but we can get close to them via the Zoom platform, which is a video conferencing platform that if you have an internet connection, and if you have a smartphone or you have a laptop, tablet, desktop, you'll be able to download this app. You don't have to download it. You can go to their website and sign up and get everybody together at a certain date and time so you all can celebrate the holiday together. So these are the 5 fun treats for Christmas 2020 that I wanted to offer. And you can email me at Torlitas Brand. That's T as in Tuesday, ORLIT as in Tuesday, AS, brand at gmail.com, torlitasbrand@gmail.com for your copy, and it will be $10 as well. You can DM me or direct message me on any of the social media platforms at Torlitas. So that's Facebook, Instagram,
Awesome.
or Twitter. That's it for me.
Well, this has been a great
Yes.
Treat Talk Tuesday. I hope that everybody sticks around. We're going to be doing more podcasting and different treat talk. It's so many endless things that we can talk about when it comes to like desserts and treats and things like that. So, yeah, I'm excited about this, excited about the things to come, and happy that we partnered together to do this Treat Talk Tuesday.
I am so glad. I'm so glad that we pressed on to make this happen. It's you seem like a new friend that I can put on my list and definitely be able to bounce ideas off of. And what do you think about this? What do you think about that when it comes to my business? Also, I wanted to let people know that if they have any ideas or they have any questions or they're, want to talk about their culinary experience in business or their food-based business, that we're taking, requests. If you want us to cover a topic, we definitely can do that. If you want to know how to temper chocolate, I can do it only my way. I don't use it, I don't use the what's it called?
The
The gun.
Yeah, the heat
Yeah,
gun.
thermometer or the
I've
heat
never had
gun
one.
and things like that. I just don't do it. No, I haven't either. So I know, that most people probably doesn't have that in their kitchen, but there is a way to do that. And so, yeah. So I would love to hear from our customers or our podcast listeners to if they have a topic that they would like us to touch on or to cover, or if they have any questions about business. Maybe we should get our own email now that we're doing this. So we both have access to it. But right now you can each catch us at Taylor's what's your
my Instagram is sweet.spirit.treats with the S. Once again, sweet.spirit.treats.
All right, cool. So you can definitely send her an email or a message through that way, or you can send me a message through at Torlitas on any of the platforms. And we'll look forward to seeing you and hearing and looking forward to seeing and hearing from you next time.
Thank you. Be blessed.
All right, be blessed.